Hi everybody, good afternoon. I'm continue doing Love at First Bridge, a beginner-friendly live teaming CTF designed to help you fall in love with breaking things safely. Now the room doing is Corp website. I don't know why they didn't put a description there. This the Romance and Co. My Dearest Hacker. Valentine Day is fast approaching, and Romance and Co. are gearing up for their busiest season. Behind the scenes, however, things are going wrong. Security alerts suggest that Romance and Co. has already been compromised. Log are incomplete. Developers defensive and shareholder went answer now. As a security analyst, your mission is to trace the attack and cover how the attack exploited the vulnerabilities found on the Romance and Co. Web application, determine exactly how breach occurred, and we have the link for the app. When you come here, it shows you Romance and Co. and forgettable moment. You have these clicking things, most of them, and then you go down, you have contact, you have a contact there, the form, you have book now. There's nothing, but this form is dead end, is not really, if you go to source code, there's nothing, let's not waste my time up there. If you can see where source code, one thing, if you do the inspect, we go to network, because to see what exactly this website is using. Oof, and you can see first of all it's too many noise. You can see there's a lot of GS and things. If you know programming, you know this is type of React GS type things that he like to do these things. But you can see there from the header. So if I do the header, so the guest request we have, so it states that's a redirect for 302, but the response, which is very interesting, is this page is freezing this attack box because of the all this movement, the heart movement. Where is the one? This is a request. No, this is a response. You can see exported by Next.js, and if you follow the news of CVE this year, there's a lot of talking about it. Now we have. I have this one. Burp is working here, so let's switch it to Burp for a moment. So we know it's Next.js powered by Next.js there. So let's activate our Burp quickly, and then refresh the page, and let's go to request in Burp, and then basically we get a proxy, we get a request there. We can just forward, we don't need it, but let's forward it. Send to repeater, and if you to repeater, you found it there. You can see the now what you can send it. We're not scared to send it, and you can see powered by Next.js is that's a normal. Now what we do, the first thing come ahead, what exactly Next.js famous for this year? There's a very big one called, this is TryHackMe Room. It's a free, you can use it to learn about this. It's a React2Shell CVE 2025 55182. You can read about it if you know exactly what exactly is vulnerability, but this room is not about, it's about how to exploit it. So we can go straight to the exploit. TryHackMe already give you the exploit and how to use it here. So we can just copy it. I will share the link of the room in the. So the way to do this exploit, we can just paste it there. We can press the plus sign, do HTTP request. We can paste our exploit as is. The interesting part for the exploit is this one. Where is it? Require child process timeouts. The ID, you can see this ID now in the corner, that's the one we're looking for. Then you see not specify the target, we can copy there, we can just put a host IP. What's the host IP? The IP of the machine is this one, so copy that one. I don't want to switch windows, I'm a bit lazy today, so you can put that IP of the machine there. It's not there, we know it's a 3000 that Next.js famous for. We click there, let's send this. Normally if it does work, look what exactly we got, and we got the output for the user ID, and that means it's working. So it's React GS React2Shell, and now because we have ID we can play with it. We can just make ls, for example, and you got that. Now we can do the shell and can access the machine. Now for the shell, let's start forgetting let's close this one. I need to close this one. Is freezing my computer, the computer, the attack box. I'm closing, we don't need it. We're using this Penelope. It's a nice shell to use it. It comes stable directly. You don't waste time for the Python things. So let's install it. I'll put a link in the comment. Let's copy, where is it? Let's copy wget, I mean this line, you download it straight. Now let's install it. And you can let the m go to main, and then if I turn listeners, it's already listening in 444. So now reverse shell. Let's get reverse shell from TryHackMe. Let's put that 144. The IP of the attack box I'm using is 49, 81, and 115. So we have the one I usually use is NCMK. This one always works for me, so I like to use it always. Control C. Hello? What's going on here? It froze. Control C, and then I can just go to my where we put that ls keyword here at the end. So just remove ls and just paste it as it is. I don't do anything else. So we have that one for 4 and press send. Where the noise came from? Then if I go there, you can see it said got reverse shell. Let me make this one up so not in the bottom of the screen. So you go to reverse shell, okay, session, and it said session 1. You can press session 1 and you just get upgraded. So we go to ls home, and we have Node and Daniel. So you can see we go to Daniel, ls Daniel, and that's your user flag. Let's put this one in the middle. This room is not really, if you find it, it's straightforward. So you have user Daniel, so then that's your first flag. You can do head minus C S3, and you can see everything is stable. You don't need to do anything. You can see the flag THM, that's we got the flag. Now the next thing, whenever you are in the box and you get to user, you try to do sudo -l, and here it get you. We can run Python as root without a password. That's very dangerous. Run as the command speed default for Daniel. I don't need this one. I didn't think about it. Use SPV as sudo. I don't know what we can do with this one. I didn't like it because this one is already give you. So this one we can just use this payload. You just run a Python and load the OS model and just launch SSH shell. So if I copy that and just paste it there. Now basically I'm looking when it run now the shell, because the sudo we have here in users, we run it as root. So whatever shell we'll get now, it be root itself. Let's see. Who am I? I'm root. So we can do cd root ls, and you have your root flag. So basically this room is basically straightforward. When you know it's a Next.js, you can guess it's a React2Shell. You came to TryHackMe, you download it, and then you just put your, and that's it. So there's nothing. What else want to? Is there something we can talk about it? No, that's to flag user and root flag. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you very much, and have a good day.